Midwest in the building.
I said, I just went live. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna go live. Fuck it. Yeah, oh my, I see that.
Midwest in the building.
All my rights are reserved. Oh yeah, I know my rights. What it do, what it do, what it do? Midwest in the building. What's the word? What's the word? What's the every kick ass word? Oh, mama. Hey Gerard, is it any fires going on in Hawaii? Is it any wildfires burning in Hawaii? Please let me know. I wanted to get up so bad and call you last night, but I did not want to get up and call you. Straight up. Huh? No, but he lived there, so he will know. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? They can show us a lot of shit on TV, but they don't know we know people in certain places. So if we ask these pieces, he said yes. So yeah, I just want to make sure that they're not bamboozling us. Now you need to get up off that island because they trying to fuck that island up for some reason. He said, I got family in Hawaii. So if anyone in Hawaii might need help, please reach out. Scrim the God. Oh, yeah, so it is really. So it really is happening. Okay. I just wanted to know. Oh, mamas. You said, yes, it's serious. Okay, I just wanted to know, man. We gonna send our prayers up. You like 60 dead. Damn. Man, that's crazy. Oh, wow. It do the damn thing, MW and family, which is crazy. Yeah, absolutely. I got a special guest I want to bring on. I want to bring Otis who? Special guest. Otis, if you out there, can you please come up? Hey Siri, call Money Boy 2.
Calling Money Boy
2. Peace, grand rising. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Sending prayers. Yes, prayers and positive energy. Lifetime dream. Welcome. Hey, can you get on the live one time, please, brother?
You know I'm in.
All right, I appreciate you. All right, and I put your letter in the mail yesterday.
All right, good looking. Good looking.
Grand Rising, Otis.
Cliff. Rising, right?
Rising. Dreams, yeah, James, Peter, Rod. What it do? It live. Oh,
peace to the gods, everyone. Everyone. Peace to the gods. What's going on?
Oh, mama.
Get up. Get up.
I just want to know one thing. Did anybody do anything yesterday when they got off this live? That's why I want, not you. I'm saying.
Oh, I got you. Oh, all right. Come on, man. I ain't saying
Anybody
nothing.
do something when they got off this live?
Before we go any further, I would honestly like to know that. I just want to know because that live was powerful.
And I
You
want
actually
Money
made,
Boy.
you did some things.
Money Boy to be in here too as well. He said he
okay, for sure. Yeah.
The shipper, he in the meet. I knew it was something with ship. He texted me like,
gotcha. Okay, he'll
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She said, yes, you already know. Oh, moms, I just want to know. Aaliyah, I'm quite sure you, I know you do it because you're a trooper. And that's what I liked the word Otis used today. Troopers. Feet on the ground. That shit, like, kind of, there's no case you should be working on if you got a voucher. Look up the word case in the legal league. I'm trying to tell y'all.
You have to do your homework, people. How many people in here already? What? 39? Okay. Come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
There are no
because we having a class today. 20 people, remember? Heading to the bank today to open up account. That's good, Kyrie. That's great. That's wonderful. Anything out dealing with opening up an account is a wonderful thing.
That great conversation we had yesterday, and actually prior to yesterday, but yesterday was great. But even prior to yesterday, I'm serious. I'm so curious, and just respond in the chat before we go any further. Take your time. Who actually went out and did some research, and not only did some research, got something done, and can honestly say something and with a testimony? Who? From yesterday, even back a week ago, or let's say 13 days ago when we first found out about what we just came up across. Who's actually done some work and got something accomplished? Please, let me get just one person. Real deal. One person. I need one who did some research with proven testimonies, or at least some type of edification or something, some type of clarification. Let me know you did something.
Hey, matter if there's a link, you can come up. You don't have to put it in the chat. I'd rather
no
come up.
No BS, no nothing. Don't come up here just saying nothing, and you just want to be up here just saying, just being quiet, and just want to be known and seen and sit on the platform. No, come up here if you honestly had a testimony, or not even a testimony. You got something done and got an answer. Got a question answered within the last 72 plus hours, especially last night. Who did that? Who got something done? The floor is yours. Come on up. That's the only people I want to hear from right now.
I'm so
not putting nobody on Front Street, no nothing. Just I want to see if somebody's
you actually. Y'all just don't know, man. Otis took this shit to another level, bro.
I want to know who did something. Not putting nobody on Front Street, no nothing. I promise you. Don't take my tone the wrong way. But I want to know who did something, or are you just coming in here waiting for answers to be dropped?
I see people running. Oh, I see people running.
No, I'm just being real, dog.
I'm being real. I see the numbers. I see the numbers declining. I see niggas running.
Sure, because I'm telling you, they coming here just for answers, and they're not putting in their footwork. And no, it stops today.
Oh, wow.
You need to put their work in. And if you're not putting their work in, how do you expect to get answers? No. Who this just came up here? Who this?
This Madam G.
Grand Rising, gods and goddesses.
Grand Rising.
Mama G. Otis. W.
Yesterday, I did what was instructed, and I called and talked to a young lady at the IRS, and I realized that they know everything that's going on. So when I actually found my voucher, I realized the reason why nothing transpired the way it was supposed to is because I didn't answer the question or send back in the information that they wanted. And when I spoke to her and gave her the number, she was like, but she wanted me to have the POA, and I knew that's what it was. So I faxed it over to her, and today I'll be talking again to someone so that because I sent some things in, and I'm just trying to get some status on that. And it's gonna basically show me what this voucher actually can do when I speak to someone today. And also, I called the bank because I'm trying to figure out. I've been looking at those brokerage account and the in between business accounts. So I got all the information and I have it all as to set up the business account so that whenever all of these things gel together, so that I can set up the account with the IRS, and everything will start going smoothly. So now that I can understand exactly what it is I have, what it is that I can do with it, it's not actually a remedy or a success, or it's just my testimony of what I've done so far.
Everything is a success.
Yeah.
Yes,
Outside
it
of
is.
outside of a nay. Everything is a success outside of a nay. Remember that.
Okay.
Remember that. You want to plant that seed. That's the only way it grows.
Right. You're right. You're right.
And plus, Madam G, seriously, I want everybody to hear this. What you said a lot of things, but what you said was so profound. You're going through your situations. You're going through your test of battles. They mentioned something about the POA, whatever. That's your situation.
Right.
A lot of people won't even have that conversation, don't even know what you're talking about. But you do, and they do, and that's all that matters. So you're very closer getting to your situation because you took the initiative. So now you got people on here, well, what's the POA? Do your research.
Power of attorney, man.
Do your research. It's not complicated.
Thank you, Midwest. Thank you, Midwest. Power of attorney. Okay, cool.
Power of attorney. That's it. I'm going to give it to y'all. I know I get it. It's early. Everybody ain't got their thinking caps on. It's good because I don't feel afraid to talk anymore.
Right.
Good.
You feel me? Like I don't, because they wasn't afraid, and it wasn't no secret when they sent me whatever they sent me. So why I gotta be afraid to call and talk to them?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want y'all to stop being afraid, man. Got fear. We say it all the time, but people still moving in it. Daryl Muhammad, I sent your letter out, bro. I don't know. I'll try. I'll give me to the. They say the mail is moving slow. Yes, you do have a attorney in your status correction. So that's why she faxed everything over. That's what she's saying. Like I just faxed it over to him. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Yes, you do.
Midwest, I have a question. Well, I have a statement and a question like I always do real quick. So I went to So I went to Merrill Edge and I had a sit down meeting with the vice president and a lawyer. And he was going over the status correction. And the lawyer said, okay, I think I told you this where they were like, okay, the lawyer was saying, he was reading through the status correction and he was reading the legalese and he said, okay, so you want recompense for your ancestors. So my question to you is, I need your expertise on how you got your Merrill Edge open. Because when that lawyer was able to read the legalese in the status correction, they didn't open mine at Merrill Edge. Now I got other ones open. I got other private banks open.
I went online and opened up my Merrill Edge. Then I went and talked to them. Now they can't
close
my account. You see what I'm saying? They can't close my account because they had a disagreement with me but they didn't disagree with you. He knew that what he just read, if he opened that account, he would have to go to the treasury and pull everything that was supposed to be pulled. He had told you what you was trying to do out the gate.
Out the gate. I said, damn, you're good.
I wish I could have had my bank attorney sit next to me and then when I was in there.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking. I said I should have did the other way. I should have went ahead and opened it from the beginning online. just like we did with E-Trade. I should have just did that.
Yeah, go online, but you still can go online and open up an account.
Yep. And that's what I'm gonna go do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but at least you went in and talked to them. So, you get the. It's like when you in school. If you don't read the books and ask the questions, then how can you pass a test when it's time to take a test?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to go out and get books, and you got to go out and do shit. So you can ask the right questions when you out, because we could be sitting in the office with a motherfucker, but asking all the wrong questions. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta, know like what's the right question. What do I need to? What do I really want to get out of this? And then you just go, and that's how you move.
Yep.
I made a very important statement yesterday, and great work, by the way, Empress. Great work going in. You're getting things done. You're asking questions. But I made a comment yesterday, and I promise you have to go in with this type of understanding. Don't go. Yes, go in with questions. Most definitely have your questions written down and things like that. But you must also go in there with assertion and knowing what you're talking about and standing on it. Go in and make comments. I'm coming in. I'm just making stuff up. Like example, I'm coming in to get this account open. I know it could be done. Yada yada with the woo. I have all these documents. Then you ask a question like, "What can you do for me?" Or is this accurate on this form or whatnot? But make a statement prior to that, letting them know you know what you're doing. Make as a matter of fact statement. Make that statement. Like perfect example, not to get deep into it, because that's why I'm glad we're having this phone call. I gave this example yesterday. I called the IRS yesterday, personally. Conversation went beautiful.
Good.
So I'm up here almost in tears. It was beautiful. Everything that we discussed yesterday, everything that we discussed. How many people called who got the letter? Don't call if you don't have the letter. That's a waste of time. And you're not listening and paying attention. Don't call if you're not prepared. If you don't have the letter, don't call. You're not ready yet. But if you do have the letter, be prepared. Prepare yourself. Have the questions written down. Go back and listen to the live and get motivated and make your phone call. And ask questions, but also before you ask questions, make statements. Make factual statements. Not an attitude, not being cocky. You know what you're talking about. I tell you all questions were answered, confirmed based on what we talked about. Confirmed myself. I didn't hear it third hand from MW or Alexandra or whatever. I heard it personally. So much so it scared the shit out of me. Yes, it did. I recorded it. And I'll be damned if I'm going to release it on here. No. Do your own edification, pray, meditate, and do the right thing and watch what happens.
God is good, man.
And they know exactly who you are.
They know exactly. And I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Oh, listen. Hold on.
Live.
Listen, hold on.
Pass.
When you getting it,
okay, Madam G.
When you getting it in the route like this, and you getting it from them, after the fact, I just spoke on some stuff, and then he went right behind me, like he was on the live talking to these motherfuckers. You hear me? And he just asked the right question and made the right statements, and the motherfucker, yay.
Can I say this, Midwest? True story. I called them, made my statements and all that. The first thing out her mouth was, and it made my stomach drop. Here's the truth. She said, because I made my statement. I was like, paraphrasing, I'm going to send this voucher in with the bill, yada, with the woo. Come around, right here. They see me if they can't see you. Come right here. So when she made that statement, she said, no, you're supposed to send that voucher in with a payment. I said, excuse me? And they said, yeah, she's supposed to send it in with a payment. Now, let's keep it real. 9 times out of 10, majority of y'all on here would have took what she said, hold on, baby, excuse me. Y'all would have took what she said and hung up the phone and would have been like, Midwest full of shit. Midwest full of shit. Alexander full of shit. Okay, let me finish this point. Full of shit. She straight up said, no, you're supposed to send in a payment with that voucher. I said, no, I don't believe that's correct. And I went into my little spiel, and I promise you, she had me on hold for 5 minutes. Came back and said, could you read that voucher to me again? And I did. And she said, and I quote, the top one is for inquiries, and the bottom one is for payments.
So
and she went way down into some more shit. I'd be damned if I'm going to say it.
So
but she went down to some shit that blew my mind.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't say this. She made a comment, and I sent the tape to Midwest, so you know I'm not lying. She made a comment. She said, you can even send in your own payment once we look at your account.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was it.
Meaning that he got access now.
That was it.
He got access. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's all we wanted was access to our shit.
I don't need to hear from nobody else. No naysayers, no BS in the chat. I don't want to hear none of that.
To be honest, that man really done with his procedure right now.
It's done.
If he want to stop right here, he's good because he called and talked to him like I told y'all to, and they verified everything I said. It ain't Midwest. It ain't Midwest who sent him a voucher. It ain't. You see what I'm saying? Like she said, mic drop. It's a period.
Okay. Otis, did you mail yours in or did you walk it in?
Mail what and walk what? What you talking about?
Your IRS information, like the 8822 and all that good stuff, or your ministerial voucher.
It don't matter how you do it.
It don't really matter how you do it.
It don't matter. You can fax or walk it in or mail it.
As long as they
answer your questions, I did all three. I faxed, walked it in, and mailed. I'm just being honest with you. It don't matter what you do. And I already said it on here.
Just being honest. Because I did the same thing. I faxed everything, and then I just mailed it off yesterday as well.
It don't matter. It don't. Now, listen. I'm telling you right now.
As long as they get it.
It don't take. It's not going to happen overnight. So if you are here thinking, damn, yes, we are dropping jewels and gems. Yes, we are. But it's not going to happen overnight. You got to already have your pavement in the process. Like I've been saying all the time, all along, your process, you already have to have your road already been made, already been paved, already. If you just starting getting in your pickup truck or the asphalt truck and you just now starting to survey your land, that's fine. But my land has already been surveyed.
Absolutely. And that's why I said what I said, Aldous, because I got tired of people thinking like I'm being sneaky and sending vouchers to motherfuckers. No.
Even if they do think that, the hell with them. You can't worry about that. But
a lot of people thought it was something that we created. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A lot of people thought it was something that we created and they accepted it. You see, that's what a lot of people thought. That's why they ran over here so fast, bro. I'm telling you.
They ran over here to
they felt like they got to get whatever that voucher was that Midwest talked about that they got. We got to get that motherfucker.
Hey, excuse me 1 second. Talk to the cable man. Excuse me 1 second.
It's all good. And I'm just being honest. And that's why I said what I said yesterday. I'm not being sneaky or nothing. Shit. And if they sent you one, and the way we talking about it, you know if you got one. And we don't have to go into detail. And if you got one, why not call them up, motherfucker that sent it to you to find out that what I said and verify what you need to do. And that's what that brother did. I got the whole recording and listened to it. He sounded like me talking to them. Straight up. And you know when a motherfucker really don't want to tell you the truth, but got to tell you the truth? Yeah, that's how, that's the tone. Yeah, I see it, fat dog. That's her tone. Yes, sir, mister. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, we know yes, sir. Because somebody didn't already been on here talking to you, motherfucker. So we know it's yes, sir. He just doing his diligence on his end for what he get, what he hold. And they told him the same shit.
Yeah, when I gave the information, she was like, So whatever it was, she seen a bunch of stuff that I sent in, and I'm just waiting now. Once I call back to see exactly what it is that I need.
They wanted for with the ministry, they wanted 3 copies of that form, the form that you filled out, 3 copies of your ministry certificate, and 3 copies of your letter of good standing. So it was a total of 9 documents that you sent to them because they keeping 2 and sending 1 back to you.
I haven't even did the ministry yet. This is some stuff from old that I'm clearing up.
Okay, well that's cool because we was getting them. They was letting us through, and we didn't even know it at the time.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my brother Otis had his vouchers a while and didn't know that that's what was going on. It ain't like this is something new or we just created this situation. No, it's a lot of people that's on other people platforms that probably got vouchers and don't even know what to do with them.
That's
Straight
true.
up.
Because I've been here
a lot of people
years.
on here had them and didn't even know that they was already had the motherfucking window through.
Wow, that is so true.
Man, God is good, bro. That's why we had to
Shit,
get
I'm one of them, Otis. I'm one of them. I had that shit for hella long.
The one I showed, the one I sent in, it was from 2019.
Yep, mine too.
2019, and here it is, 2023, and I've been around here suffering, which is my fault. No blame nobody but myself. I'm not gonna say it's a fault thing. It wasn't ready for me at that time. I wasn't.
There you go. There you go. Ease up. Ease up on yourself.
Otis,
you ain't got that one and don't have an understanding of what. Of course, we don't know.
Right.
But look, it took that time for you to go through whatever you went through and get whatever else you needed to solidify that. Now you bulletproof now.
Double-breasted, because Otis, I could beat yours at what about 2013? And when I realized that, let me tell you how many times I moved the files, how many times I have moved, and that file, when I pulled that file out and opened it, it was sitting right on the top. So I know that wasn't nothing but God. It was sitting on the top, been sitting in my file cabinet over 10 years. So yeah, I got a lot of things to do. So I'm just letting everybody know that if you ain't got it now, you'll get it later.
Yeah, and it ain't no big thing because they got to send it to you.
Yep.
And that's why I'm telling y'all, it's not no rush. But I can't have 30,000 motherfuckers running in with a voucher with my name on it. You got to you have to do it the right way.
Midwest, I had some great work done yesterday myself. I did touch base with Fidelity, got great insight with him, and I also spoke with Charles Schwab, which turns out to be just 20 miles from my home. So my appointment is set up for Tuesday. And I'm going in with my stats correction and my trust.
Okay, that's cool. That's good. Hell yeah.
Y'all got me excited though. I'm excited to call the IRS.
Yeah, you supposed to be.
Yeah.
You aren't supposed to be scared to do nothing that you're trying to do to take care of your affairs.
Yep.
Straight up.
And it's not scary. You just got that anxiety feeling in your gut. That's all it is.
Right.
And if
Trust
you
me.
got a voucher, just make sure you send in your documents so you get your voucher and then call them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't make a move until you
I ain't never scared. I just kind of like what Otis was saying, preparing, you got to prepare and you got to know what you're talking about.
I get it. You feel the energy up and you feel it. And you know what I'm saying? You like, I can do this.
Yeah.
But you can do this, but you could do it before this video. You hear me?
Yeah.
You could do it before this video. And I know in your heart, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
In your heart, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
Straight up. It varies for everybody. It all depends on what documents you sit in and receive the voucher lifetime drain.
Thank you. That's so true.
Yeah,
Again,
that's-
people, let me stress this. It's so important. For real. And it's not just lip service. It's more than one way. It's not the way, it's a way.
But to
Again,
me, it's the
I
best
had letters way before I knew
makes
who a
sense to me.
MW was.
I know, Midwest. I heard when you said, well, you know, when the lady came on, Aaliyah or Alexa, I'm not sure what her how to pronounce her name, but the one that got her bill, the $9 million bill pay. When you said, no, you know, most of it is we always usually say it's a way. He was like, but no, this is the way, and I'm like, okay,
it's the way because we're going right through there. We're going through the horse's mouth. We're going
right.
We're going right through them. We're not creating this and forcing that. No. They say, hey, use this. Just use this, and you good. Okay, I'll just use this. I'll make me 1,000 copies of that. I'll make me 1,000 copies of that, motherfucker. Just use that. Oh my.
Yep.
Man, boy. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Madam G, the route of least resistance.
Right.
Madam G.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Midwest?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shit. Why play when they open the door? That's the door open. Oh.
That's the door. That's the accounting.
Come on, oh. That's a door. Okay, he switched over. There you go.
Yeah, my fault. I'm sorry. The cable man outside forgot. He turned the damn cable off my laptop. I had to switch to my phone. I apologize. I was in my headphone. What was I saying? My apologies. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm saying. Yes. Well, what Midwest said is correct. That is the way. The IRS already had the door open. The door been open for us. We just didn't know how to get through it. It wasn't incumbent upon them to tell us how to get through it. It was incumbent upon them to let us know that there is a door. It's up to us to figure out how to get through that door. Now, with that being said, I got my vouchers way before I even knew who an MW was. Years. He got his way. People got theirs several ways. One of the ways I got mine through one of my living trusts. Whole nother conversation. So the point I'm making it is there is more than one way to do it based on your studies and your understanding. That's all I'm saying. But when you get it,
that's why
you got
it. Send that status correction to everybody.
Yes, that is important.
Now, see, Midwest, oh, sorry. Go ahead, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
And let me say this too. If you doing it correctly, again, I've been doing this for a minute. They have my status correction on file. I've been sent myself to the IRS commissioner when I first got my status correction. Ben did that. I did other things. So they know who I am. Case in point, when I called in, if you experience this, they will verify who you are, ask you for your social and all that shit. I promise you, when I called in yesterday, it is a government line, so I'm pretty sure they got call ID. They must have realized who I was because they did not ask me to verify who I was or anything. I promise you she didn't. She didn't ask me my name, no social, no nothing. She asked me the information off that voucher. She put me on hold after she said I got to make a payment with the voucher. And I told her, I don't think that's correct. Could you please look at my account? It might be a mistake. I'm not sure. But to my understanding, not that you're incorrect, but to my understanding, I was under the impression that this voucher is the payment. She said, hold, please. And came back in 5 minutes and went into her spiel. What the inquiry is, what the voucher, what the payment is. And that was that. And she broke down even some more stuff about paying with your own form of payment. And I'm going to shut up, and I know I got proof because I sent it to MW. So with that being said, if you're doing what you're doing and you're doing it correctly, the gates of heaven will open. Lord, yes, it will. I didn't hear that from Alexandra. I didn't hear that from MW. I didn't hear that from Shipper. I didn't hear that from Money Boy. I heard that from this lady on the IRS phone call. Broke it down. No hesitation, no nothing.
So y'all,
so no more excuses.
Pay y'all bills and shit. That's what I'm saying. You talking about credit cards and shit. Get you a voucher. That bitch in there, send it in.
And Midwest heard exactly what I asked and how I asked. Everything I'm telling you, I did it.
and everything. He asked about everything that you should be asking about because you got bills, you got this, and you got that. So you need to ask about each inquiry that that you're gonna be using that voucher for. If you feel like you want to buy a house, say, hey, motherfucker, I got the purchase order and the account number for this motherfucking house. I'm sending my vouchers in with the contract and the banking information to y'all. From my understanding, y'all supposed to take care of this situation. And
Say it just like that. I couldn't have said it even better. Just like that.
Let them put you on hold and come back and say,
thank you.
Absolutely.
You see how he made his statements first? Don't you see how he made his statements first?
Hey, he got it.
Everybody listen up and be quiet. Everybody listen up. Don't you see how he made his statement first?
Absolutely.
He made his statements first. Then he followed up with a question. Because kings and queens ask questions. But you make your statement first. You make your introductory statement first, filled with facts and assumptions. Then the king and queen ask questions.
Absolutely.
I already said it yesterday and the day before and the day before that, and he just came on and said it. And he heard my video, my audio. I did exactly what he suggested. I made statements. As a matter of fact, I corrected myself. I said, you know what? I got one more question. I'm gonna let you go. So I started in a question and then I changed it. I said, you know what? It's not a question. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a bill with the voucher, send it straight in. And before I could finish, I swear to God, she cut me off. She said yes. And then she kept on talking and told me some other good stuff. I had to drop the phone. I said, are you kidding me? Now, I already believed it because I already knew what was up prior to the conversation. But it's just great to hear it live from another individual when you got your shit, excuse my French, in order.
Absolutely.
And you don't take no for the first answer. Don't take no for the first answer. Because she straight up said the first time you need to send in a payment with that voucher. How many of y'all at that moment would have folded and came back on here talking about that shit don't work? He full of BS. He don't know what he talking about. He just taking y'all money. How many of y'all would have said that? And how many of y'all still gonna say it?
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have.
That's what they all got.
I would have went to somebody else because I know what I saw. I know what I saw when I looked up my social.
When he had, that's
so
what
I
they
know.
all got to say.
Absolutely.
That's what they all got
No,
to
it's
say.
next opportunity. Next opportunity.
That's right. But I sent I sent my status correction to the IRS years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. So they've been had my stuff.
Yeah, they got the status correction, but they looking for your other doc. They looking for the other documents that come through.
The air.
You know, you gotta send in your 56. You gotta send in your motherfucking your 88, 22.
22. Mm-hmm.
You have to send, you have to send in this stuff. See, y'all don't know because these guys that were selling y'all that stuff back in the day, they
don't know.
Packets together selling packets. They didn't even tell y'all that y'all had to get the shit recorded on the record.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And I went back and I watched some of the brothers that was actually doing this stuff that was selling packets, and they didn't even really know where the shit was supposed to be sent to.
Or how to fill it out correctly. Cause
I feel like to be on this platform and to get it because we break it down and everybody asks questions, not giving legal advice, not giving financial advice, but just us helping each other in our everyday situations, we figured out that stuff had to be filed and recorded on the record. Not just get it notarized. Notarized, yes, notarized, but now what we gonna do with it? Because that's all they could tell you to do is go get it notarized.
Yep.
Now, who learned about actual and constructive notice on here after you get something notarized? Like he just said, after you get notarized, that don't mean nothing. It means something. Yes, that means that document is enforceable and active at that time. But who knows about it? You got to think about that next step. Who knows about it? Nobody but you and that damn notary. So how do you get people to know about it? You put them on notice.
And then that's why a lot of those people was going to jail about they was Moors and stuff because they had put it really on the record. They just got it notarized. Then they was riding around with them packets talking about this, and when the police look at it, they see that it's notarized, but it's not on the fucking record. So
you didn't give actual or constructive notice.
Right,
and
so
go look that up. We talked about this on here.
it's like
Come on,
bullshit.
man.
It's like bullshit to them. They're like, we don't under that. And then they go to fight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
But when it's on the record and recorded, regardless of what you call yourself, even if they stop you and they run that name, so they're gonna come back and say, well, slow down, or we just gonna give you a little citation this time, a little notice, a warning. You know what I'm saying? Because if they give you a warning, they know they can't fuck with you. But that warning is a ticket, is a check as well.
Hey, and everybody who's worrying about mail is going slow right now for some reason. Because I sent my papers to the IRS like on Friday last week, and it's still in the same spot when I searched it. So the mail is going slow. It's still in the same spot. It haven't even moved yet.
Hey, James,
it's the shortest of workers.
I'm telling you, it ain't even got. From my experience and people who've been dealing with the IRS for more than 2 years can verify what I'm saying. That's the normal operating mode of business. They always been slow. I've been sending things, certified mail to the IRS for the past, I promise you, 8 years. Sometimes it moves fast. Sometimes it moves slow as hell. It takes me almost a year. I'm not exaggerating. It takes me almost a year to get green cards back from the IRS. Period. That's just the way it goes.
They did take a year for me. They took a whole year. And like James said, I was tracking it.
Guess what? All you gotta do is once that letter make it there, you can go right to your post office and have them.
And go get a copy of it. Yes.
Right out. I have
and I did. Yep.
Wait.
You don't need the green card. Thank you, Midwest. You go right down there. They are printed out. It's on the computer. They're gonna print it out.
Get back fast. Send it right out.
Oh, that's some game.
And they're gonna give you a copy of who signed it right there.
Signed it. It's gonna be their signature right there and everything. That's how I got mine when I submitted my stuff.
Me too. Exactly.
It was a long time to get the green card back. So I went up to the post office and said, I need a printout of who signed for that green card. I said, because it was delivered and the green card was on its way back, but now I can't even track it. No bullshit.
Right.
2 days after I got the printout, the green card appeared in my PO box. Oh, mama! 2 days.
Because they knew you got it anyway. Because they knew you had printed it out.
Oh, see, I gotta understand.
No, because he was tracking it and they didn't send it back. So he went to the post office and had them printed because from him tracking it going there, he knew that somebody accepted it.
Right. And stop overthinking stuff. Please, not no conspiracy, ain't none of that. If you pay for a green card or even forget the green card, you don't even need a green card for real. You wasted money. If you send it off and it's free tracking, just follow it online. Y'all need to start using common sense. Follow the damn package online. The tracking numbers on the receipt you get. Just follow it. And once they get it, print it out. That's your proof right there.
The mailbox rule is once they receive that,
they got it. They got it. And you got to put the postal rule in the document itself. And it's real simple. Put the postal rule on there. It's called the postal rule. Everything Midwest is telling me was 100% accurate.
I always go to the post office and put it right over the counter. I should deliver it.
I'm finna fax mine today. I'm finna fax it down there today too, so it can just double the destination.
Real talk.
And also too, I know everybody not in a position to do it. I'm just fortunate enough. I've been a businessman my whole life, and I always knew how important it was. But if you're serious about this life, you got to have access, if not in your own home, a laser printer, a scanner, and a damn fax machine, and a telephone line.
Yeah.
You need those. You need it.
I had that before I lost everything. Yeah.
And I gotta invest in that.
You need it.
I've been reminded to tell you that you've been needed a big printer or something. I'm surprised you ain't have one.
But that fax machine is real important.
Oh yeah.
That cuts out the mail, and that's a legal form of contracting. The facts, and you get that confirmation sheet too. I'm telling you.
My phone.
And
Otis,
it's almost like
I had that
instant.
last
It's
year. Like I
instant.
had all the whole everything set up in my house. So yeah, I agree 1000%.
Again, I know
Before I
it
went to
costs
jail.
fiat, but get the little bundle plan. I got the telephone line with one telephone hooked up to it. I got the fax and the printer all in one. The laser printer costs about $300 at Office Max, whatever. Try to catch it on sale. Get the all in one. The fax, the scanner, and the printer all in one. And you hook up a telephone to it. That's everything right there. So I got a fax line, which is my business line at the same time. And when they fax me stuff or I fax them stuff, that's our communication. Besides your own personal notary. You need those. That's a must.
Can the IRS fax you like the vouchers and stuff too?
No.
They don't do that?
No, they do not.
Midwest, did you get to send out Mina's my air letter?
Yep, it got sent out yesterday. I sent out 9 letters yesterday. So everybody that sent in a letter last week, in the middle of this week, beginning of this week, all y'all stuff went out yesterday. I spent $117 at the post office mailing that shit back out to y'all. No disrespect. It ain't no love lost, but to make sure y'all get it, I'd rather pay for it versus people keep saying that they haven't received it. Straight up.
Okay, thank you.
And then I had sent my document out registered to the IRS, well, to the Department of the Treasury, where it told me to send it to. Seeing them instructions on them forms, y'all got to read them little instructions because you might have a region, but this form might need to go somewhere different. So if you sending it to your region and then you read an instruction that said, well, send this to the Department of the Treasury, such a Philadelphia, PA, and you just sent it to your region, then you ain't sending that to the right place. You see what I'm saying?
To the Treasury, Midwest.
You got to make sure you read that instruction sheet to make sure you say where to file, who filed, where to file, and then where to file, it'll tell you where to send it to.
Okay, yeah, but
all the forms has an address on the back. All the forms, again, that he suggested this is not legal and this is for entertainment purposes only. All the forms that he suggested that you fill out, read the back of them. Now, I'm not going to say yay or nay. They might have 3 different locations you need to send it to. You need to read it and send it to them. Each one is going to be different, most likely. Sometimes they not. Each forms are different. But you need to know, like you said, just use basic. You don't get offended when I say this. I'm not talking about you personal. You just need to use common sense. Read the forms. Slow down. Just because somebody says fill out the forms, you got to know where to send them to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rushing, Phil. I don't just start sending out shit.
And like I said last week, if you're fortunate enough, which everybody should have one, all depends on how close it is, do your research. If it's a local office locally, get the paperwork, take it down there, and they'll send it off for you. You ain't got to worry about sending it off. Make sure you're going to the right address.
Oh, talk to them.
Right.
I just don't know. They are liaisons. That's what they are there for. They waiting on you to call and talk to them.
And expect them to say no the first time because they public servants and they don't want to be at work that day. Of course they're going to say no.
Statement and remix it with that question, they might not say no.
Exactly. But just be prepared for them to say no. That's just a program response. You know how it goes. Yeah. You got to stand fast and keep pushing.
She say no, I'm going to call back. Well, let me speak to somebody else.
Right.
Mamas might have a different opinion on what I'm saying. You just might not understand.
Right. For real.
Straight up.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yes, sir. That's why we have to have these conversations, Otis.
Yes, I agree. Get them motivated. Hop up. Listen, you in your rut. Talking to myself too. We're in this rut because we choose to be in this rut. Ain't nothing hidden. It's out there. It takes a little digging to find it a little bit, but it's there. And once you see it, you better jump on it. You better act. If you bump your head, you bump your head. But you better react on it. Man, you better react on it. Make phone calls. Look past that feeling in your stomach that you're nervous and all that. Because trust me, that's normal. That's normal. You got to get past that. That's the key. That's the secret. right there. To life, all that. Get past that first barrier,
Like
the bubble guts. Get past that shit.
And don't accept
The
no.
more you stand at that line and shoot them motherfuckers in that basket, the better your ass gonna get.
Period.
Like free throw. It's a repetition. Straight up. It's all it is a repetition. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And your questions is your repetition. How am I gonna line these questions up in my statements to get the answers that I want? So I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna write down my questions. I'm gonna call my cousin. You act like the IRS, nigga, on mamas.
Yep.
You ask me these questions. You ask me this, and I'm gonna answer you. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're like, okay, I got that down. Now you call them motherfuckers. See? Shit. Now when you speak to them, it's just like you talking to cuz. See what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You see them, you say you talking to cuz, like, yeah, such and such and such and such. How you doing today? Yeah. Like I got my payment voucher. Well, once again, I'm ready to send it in, you know what I'm saying, with my contract and the banking information, and just trying to make sure that this is what needs to be done.
Man, wow, your tone is just so perfect. That's all they want. That's all they want.
That's all they want.
No, mamas. That's all they want.
No ifs, ands, or I don't know this and this. No, they want it just like that.
Hey, can I say this, Midwest? And it's the truth. Check this out. For some reason, they are perfect at this. They are trained to keep that same monotone tone in their voice, like they have no care in the world, like they really not even trying to help you. They train to do that, and it's going to throw you off. Case in point, if you know your paperwork is in order, and you know, based on your understanding and overstanding, that you're doing the right thing, and you ask them questions, and they confirm what you're saying, their tone is still going to be monotone. It's going to be so nonchalant, and it's throw you off. Her whole tone was the same when she told me no, that you have to send in the payment. It was the same when she said, yeah, you good. It was the same exact same thing when she said, no, just send in the payment. I mean, the voucher, and you good. Y'all with the woo. Same tone. She wasn't excited for me. She wasn't happy for me. She's like, oh, you finally you made it home. Congrats. No, but none of that. It was the same monotone. It was the same tone. Not disturbed. No inflection in her voice. No nothing. Like basically, what took you so damn long? We've been here waiting on your dumb ass.
Right.
I promise you. And I can't make this up. You got to understand the pain in my voice. I'm going through this. I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it. Her tone didn't change. She basically said, without putting words in her mouth, took your ass long enough. Welcome aboard. Go on over there now.
Oh, mamas.
That's it. It wasn't no flowers. It wasn't no bottle of champagne. It wasn't none of that. And I want y'all to understand that.
Hey, Midwest.
Yeah.
All right, I just read over all the forms that you had us helped us fill out. Only address I'm seeing is my region to send them to.
And that's where you gotta go, bro. I was just telling them.
Okay.
Make sure. And for those that's doing that ministry, it's not your region. That's what I'm saying. That's why I made that statement.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know me. I just like to make sure. I'm
absolutely.
So this is a totally different voucher than the ministerial voucher.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Man, y'all don't get it. This shit is.
It is. Again, do your own research. I will say this. She told me. She put me on hold when she came back. She said, because after she said, no, you need to send in a payment with that voucher. And I said what I said. And she said, hold on, let me check, because each voucher does something different. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. So, Otis, what's the IRS phone number to call? Because I will do my research. So, what's the number?
If you're doing your research, you would ask me for the number. I was about to say, the number's on the paper.
But
the number came on the
paper.
Okay.
But you don't
Come on now. See, I ain't trying to be funny. Again, please don't take this the wrong way, sister. See, and I know you're excited. I get it. Been there, done that.
Yeah, because I am one of those people that do their research, but I just have to be guided in the right direction, and I take off. Just like when Midwest said, "Hey man, y'all need to go down to the bank." What I do? Go down to the bank.
Yeah, but if you
I didn't
ain't
ask y'all what to say. I just went and I did it.
get the vouchers, and then you want to call and talk to them. If you ain't got the vouchers, it don't even really make sense to call them right now.
Okay.
Let somebody
Okay.
else get through, because they had you on hold for a long ass time. So you let somebody with the voucher get through, so they'll get an understanding of what they need to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
again, we make listen, and I made this statement earlier. You should not be calling that number, talking to somebody if you don't have that document in your hand. First of all, they're going to ask you
Do
what
you
the
have the
document is. They're going to ask you. They're going to ask you for particular information on that particular document. I'm not going to tell you what they asked me, but they're going to ask you a question. You got to have the document in your hand.
Yeah.
They're going to ask you. So why call in if you don't have that document in your hand?
Yeah. That's
They're going to ask you.
You right. Makes sense. Y'all right. I stand corrected.
And
Absolutely.
the number was on the second page of the voucher.
Thank you, Money Boy. I wouldn't even say that. But that's what I'm saying. It's certain stuff, again, not even trying to be funny. Certain stuff, if you studying and slowing down and you reading that paper, like you said, the number right there, I wouldn't even say that. That's what I'm saying. We need to slow down and go at our own pace. Asking a question doesn't mean you're going to get the answer when the answer's already out there. I'm not trying to be ass either. I'm just being real. Why answer a question like that when you got the paperwork in front of you? That's why I might sound, I come off kind of crass or rude, but I promise you I'm not. I teach or give out information based on how I was taught. Do your own research. Study. Ain't nothing wrong with the question, but I don't have to answer it, especially when I feel like the answer's already out there in front of your face, like Money Boy just said. If you got the letter. But if you ain't got it, that means you don't need a number, right?
Correct.
That's how I look
I'll
at
be
it.
waiting.
There you go. For real. Period. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Now, based on how you talk and based on you are willing to jump off the porch, you definitely headed down the right track. I have no doubt in my mind you're gonna be fine. You good. But at the same time, slow down. Because jumping off the porch don't make it right. And I'm talking to myself. I jumped off the porch hella, but not with the right information. I jumped off the porch, got my ass beat, had to go home with my tail between my legs. I'm trying to jump off that porch and not have to come back home unless I'm pulling up in some. Actually, I left off running, but I want to come back to the porch walking so I can come get everybody else. Not with my tail between my legs. Damn, I jumped off too fast. Slow down.
That's
Slow
me.
down. So when you come back, you got that walk and you walking and you opening up the gate and saying, come on, mama. Come on, cuz. Come on, neighbor who been good to me since day one since I've been over here. That's what you're doing. Slow down. All praises due. Yes.
All praises.
As they say, proper preparation will prevent a poor performance.
Beautiful. Yes, yes. Couldn't have said it even better. But it just felt good. Again, it just feels good to hear it from someone else after you already know and feel that it's true, and you're hearing it. Let's be honest. We're hearing it third hand. But even though I know the third hand is accurate and it's true, but we're still hearing it third hand. It feels good to hear it for yourself after you have and put in the work that you've been putting in, and you seeing something at the end. And it's great to make that phone call with the bubble guts and all that, expecting to be on hold for hella, and I was only on hold for 2 minutes, expecting to get screened because I got an identity theft situation on my account. And every time I call, I never passed the first one because the IRS could be nerve-wracking and asshole sometimes. But this time, it was something about it. This time, it's like, not trying to be funny, I'm trying to choose my words carefully. I'm trying to slow down so I won't speed up. This time was different. Yesterday evening at 6:08, when I called, at 6:08, I know the time because I looked at it. 6:08 p.m. Central Standard Time when I called, and I had to go through them prompts. And it took me 5 minutes to get through the prompts, but then only took me less than 2 for the young lady to get on the phone. And I started answering my questions. I forgot to hit the record button, but almost at the last minute I hit it. And then that's when the information started spewing out. And she just openly and honestly gave it. Said no the first time, but I persisted. Now it wasn't even a hard persistence. It was just, no, I don't think that's correct. Can you double check? No hesitation. She put me on hold. It was, when I say it was beautiful, I couldn't make this shit up. I can't. It was not a hard conversation. And she answered all my questions with no problem.
And you taught her something.
Well, I don't know about that part, but she taught me something. But I don't know about, now explain it. What you mean? What you mean I taught her something? Like, you might be right. I'm not sure. Talk to me.
Because she didn't know what you was talking about. She said you had to send that with your payment, and she went.
You know what? No, I say this. Nope. I want to correct you on that. She knew what I was talking about. Remember, I made a statement. She wasn't sure what voucher I had, because remember I said all vouchers are not created the same. Out of her own mouth, she told me, that's why she put me on hold. What type of voucher do you have? Because each voucher is different and it's handled differently. So she had to verify what type of voucher I had. After she verified it, then she put me on hold.
I know, but who did she go talk to? How did she find out something you had?
I don't know, but it's not
Who she go talk to?
It don't matter. See, that's again, you asking the wrong questions. It don't matter who she talked to. The computer.
No, I know that. But I'm saying, no, if she knew everything, she would have just told you right there without putting you on hold. That's what
No, I get what you're saying, but no, you got to understand. When you call in to them, don't give them that much power. When you call in and you talk to someone, they're looking at a computer, period. They don't know who we are, know nothing. We just a number to them. So when you call in and they ask you questions, they're trying to get into your account on the back end to see if your affairs are in order to do what you're asking them to do. That's it. It ain't no trick questions, no nothing. When you call and you ask them about a voucher or whatever you're asking them about, and they look in your account and they see, oh, he don't have his Form 56 in, he don't have his POA, he don't have his 8832. He don't like, nah, you don't know what you're doing. Nah, sir, you need this. That's what's going on. When she looked at my account, don't know what she saw, but I'm assuming, because I sent in several things. One being my status correction, one being my 8832, my POA, my 56, and along with the other things that I sent in. That's when she looked and saw it. Then she came back and said, okay, tell me what that voucher is again. And then that's when she said, okay, you do the borrowing for this. So she didn't know until she looked at my account. And to prove that, when I go in my back office in the IRS, which you all should do, I said it several times, if you don't have your account open already with the IRS, that's your fault. And you should be able to see everything going on back there. That's your fault. And that's what I'm talking about. You're not making the moves you're supposed to make. This is not my first time telling you. Go on the IRS website, open up your account, go through ID.gov to verify it's actually scripts, all your files.
You cutting out, Otis.
Yeah, I thought that was my phone cutting out at first. Otis dropping another jewel right now. Even though we already did that, this for the people that didn't do it.
Oh,
I hope y'all got y'all pens and pads.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They got working on my internet. I'm on my phone. It's going from internet to my phone. So I'm outside. I forgot what I was saying. I hate getting interrupted. Damn, forgot what I was saying.
You was telling them about making sure that they sign up on the IRS website and go through
That's it. Yes. Go on the IRS.gov website. It's easy. You got to sign up for that service. You'll be able to look at all your past tax returns and all that. Now, my point with saying that is, if you send in your paperwork and you do it correctly, one of the ways, if you do it by your living trust like I did, and it's up to you, ain't no wrong or right way. When I go on my website at the IRS, it pops up Otis Draper, and then underneath it, it says Otis Draper trustee. Then it says under there, you were appointed IRS representative. And it give me the date I was appointed one. So that's what my IRS profile looked like. So when I called in and talked to her and she looked in that back office, she saw that Otis Draper is the trustee of that Otis Draper. It says it right there in black and white based on what I sent in. So that's what I'm saying. It's right there. Fill in the paperwork based on your understanding, your overstanding, send it in to the IRS, let them do what they do. And then when you get that voucher and you make the phone call, you all set. Period. It's not hard, but it's not going to happen in 24 hours. Of course not. But I just told you the basic, simple things of what you need to do. And the forms already, some of the forms, and you can just do them. Again, it's a way. It's more than one way to get that voucher. More than one way to get that voucher.
Yeah, but when you get that motherfucker,
but when you get it, there's only one way to use it. That's it. When you get it, there's only one way to use it, but there's several ways to get it. Again, I got 3 of them. One based on my living revocable trust, one based on my all caps, and one based on my 508 trust. And for the record, I have over 5 508 trusts with EIN numbers, all registered, all related and tied underneath and owned, 100% owned and operated, and all security interests are all tied into my living revocable trust. Own nothing, control everything. All my trusts, all my 2 LLCs are listed and controlled by my Otis Draper III Living Trust. That's how it's all set up. That's how I set mine up. Set yours up the way you want to set it up, but that's how it's set up. I don't own nothing, but I control everything. I sit on every trust board of all the trusts I just named. I sit on the board of all of them. Some I'm the beneficiary. Some ain't your business which ones. That's how I set up. But know how to set your shit up.
Absolutely.
I yield on that.
Accomplished that too. Yes, indeed. Got 3 trusts up. Family Trust, FBO. Yes, indeed. And Living Trust. I ain't got the voucher yet, but when it comes, I'll be ready.
Absolutely.
Get your affairs done in the meantime, while y'all waiting. Get those affairs done wherever you got a handle. Always right up on that. In the meantime, there's work to be done.
Absolutely, Cliff.
If you ain't got your status correction sent there, send it there by mail, fax, however you need to get it there. Get it there. It's a beautiful day.
Absolutely.
It is a beautiful day. And here we go once again. This whole damn live is out of control. It's out of control.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just trying to motivate people and to know this shit is possible. It is possible. It's right there. It's right there. It's there. It's, man, look at her. And I want you to know it's possible. Because again, true story. Me and Midwest just started actually talking just few months ago. Not even that long. A few months ago. Yes, full transparency. I purchased a status correction from Midwest almost a year ago, if not over a year ago. I forgot. But he got the whatever. So that's how we connected. We never met in person. We could probably count on one hand. I ain't no probably two. We can count on one hand and have fingers left on how many times we even communicate on the phone. We don't even talk like that. But my point of that is I had things set up way before I even knew who a Midwest was. Similar things based on what he's doing. And the end result is the end result. We both got our vouchers. And that's the point I'm trying to make. If you're on your journey and you have your own testimony and you live in the way you live in, you can still end up on that same route, that same road. I was on East Boondock. He was on West Boondock, but they intersect at Prosperity Road right there. I see it. I see the intersection. We gonna meet. Oh, it's gonna cross. And that's where that damn voucher at. That's where that freedom is, right there. But we there. And we got stories to tell. We got testimonies. We got a toast with the blunts. We toasting, baby. That's it. And we going out helping humanity. That's it.
That's all we could do.
It's not
Period.
the
You
pathway,
need to get on
it's
board.
a pathway.
Mama,
Mm.
you know, for real. If they gonna open the door for me, I got to submit that, and they'll take care of the payment. I'd rather do that than have $1 billion in the account and get myself murdered.
True that. I feel you on that. But that's why I listen. Because with this, what we listen. Yeah, you're right though. I feel you.
You got that shit in your account, you're gonna bruise that shit, bro. I'm just
I
being
feel
honest.
you.
Like, a lot of people gonna abuse that shit, bro, and it's gonna get themselves fucked up. But if you don't have it in that account and you get this, that, and the third, now motherfucker like, well, this nigga ain't got no money in the bank.
Own nothing, controlled everything. And there's no reason to have Federal Reserve notes. If you set up right, say that. But you are 100% correct. You are right, sir. You are right.
And that's
You
what they
are
want
right.
for us, because that
Yes.
don't do nothing but make the national debt go skyrocket, because now they got
Right.
to print out, all that money, putting it in these accounts and shit, filling everybody's shit up. So they gave you away with the voucher. So you know what? We'll just take care of your transactions. Just send it in.
We only using
Exactly.
those FRNs for the Emergency Act. That's the only reason we use them anyway.
Yes, sir.
That's how. That's the simplest way you can do it. If Billy go, now you ain't got to rob Peter to pay Paul. Because I put all my bills in there with one voucher and send that motherfucker in. See what I'm saying? That's the type of motherfucker I am. And then I'll send a couple extra vouchers, and I'll write a cover letter and say the other vouchers is for a gift. The other 2 vouchers is for a gift. You and your family, you take care of my bills with this first one, because same shit. So I say I'll go get all my billing statements for the year, and send that shit in. Everything, internet, phones, gas, lights. That's your unlimited right there. Imagine that your light company, your energy company can't bill you for a whole year.
That's a lot of sauce you spilling on the floor, M-Dub. That's a lot of sauce right there, boy.
Man, a whole year? Deborah Joyce Wilson.
While people waiting on their vouchers, you should have your trust set up, have your beneficiaries and trustees in order. Whoever you care about the most should be your trustee and should know exactly what to do just in case something happens to you. They should know exactly how to utilize their voucher just in case something happens to you. They should know what bills are that already are in order and taken care of just in case something happens to you. This is a business. This is a lifestyle. This is taking care of your tribe, the next generation. The generation, this is the wealth for your family right now. If you're thinking about getting the fancy car, which is normal thoughts, and getting in a house, that's normal. But if you're not thinking about getting that house and putting it immediately in a trust after the purchase, and knowing who the next trustee is, and showing them what to do and all that, you're wrong. And you're going to lose it all because you're not preparing for the future. This is like a business. You got to operate like you are. I have to keep using this word, Donald Trump or the Rockefellers. You got to know what you're doing. You got to. You got to learn how to start talking business and doing business.
And then
nothing should be done in your name.
And if you want to fund your foundation, you can. Just write up what the money is for.
You drop it. Listen, there you go. Ooh, come on, relax. Ooh, Midwest, relax. You're making me nervous, Midwest. Yep.
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on now.
Successor trustee.
All my rights are reserved.
Yeah. Just learn how to move and listen. Come on now. It's easy, but it's steps. And there's still work to be done, but it's easy. Let's learn how to operate in business. It's beautiful. And like you said, you got
got holes in them, the roads and shit needs to be fixed. I ain't go out and get a motherfucking go out there and make a bid. Win the bid. Get the shit, sit it out, let them take care of the shit. You go right down to your man's now and say, hey, listen, these roads need to get fixed. I got a voucher. I can have all this shit done, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because you helping with the infrastructure.
Yep. Do it by way of your trust and watch eventually you get a proclamation from the damn city because you did it the right way. You got to sit up in the trust. You made a donation to the city or the small town you live in to fix a particular road or construction or whatever you did. And it's going to be in your foundation name, not yours. You just sit on the trustee. You just sit on the board of trustees, but they get that accolade. They get it. And you're doing what you're supposed to do. It's not in your name. It's in the foundation name. It's in the trust name, operating as a foundation. You just sitting on the board of trustees and watch you get that proclamation from the city or county because you're doing a great job. That's how that works. And they're going to give you a voucher because you made a donation. What is a voucher, people? What is a voucher? See, that's how I got to start thinking. They're going to give you a voucher. You just gave them a donation, but they're going to give you a donation. What's a voucher? Because if you're giving a donation to an organization, they got to give you a voucher for tax purposes, don't they?
They're going to give you a tax write-off.
Right.
A confirmation.
Come on, man. That's a voucher. And you can go file that and get that right back again. If you know what you're doing and understand it. Even though it ain't about that, but if you understand what is going on, you're donating to a great cause. You're doing it out the kindness of your heart. And if that company running their company right, they're going to return that favor by giving you a voucher.
A gift back.
A gift. Yeah. Now, what are you supposed to do with that gift to claim it? If you know what you're doing and you choose to.
I'm accepting it.
Yeah, okay. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all better stop. But you got to think. Business. Come on. It ain't about just getting the voucher. Yes, that's the big part. But you got to know how to operate. Come on now. I want to be that. I am that quote unquote Russell Simmons. What I mean by that is I'm not in a suit. I'm wearing jeans. I got on my little hoodie, but I'm operating in private and I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I don't have to be in a suit talking all that fancy legalese and all that. Test me on my trust and see what I'm doing for the people. That's what it's about. It ain't about me. It's about Kaba's foundation. It's about Kaba's infinity. That's what it's about. I just happen to sit on the buoy. Don't worry about me. But I can talk that legalese. I can talk that talk and my trust is set up. Where is my voucher? What are you doing with this donation I'm about to bestow on you? That's what it's about. And getting your kids' trust set up and start doing humanitarian things in their trust to build their future.
Right.
Come on, man. So much stuff. Not the way, it's a way. Operate your trust where you want to do it. It's like a web. Design your own web. That's up to you. I'm just throwing out suggestions. I already got mine set up. My stuff's already in order. Now the funding is en route. And the healing can begin.
And the trusts are entities. They are their own separate entities.
Of course. Most definitely. Yes, sir.
This boy live right here. This boy hot right here from beginning to end.
It's like we're playing 3D, 5, 6 dimensional chess. You're controlling all proxies. It's a beautiful thing when I'm looking outside myself right now. I'm in my body right now, but I'm looking at the all caps name, Otis Draper III. That's one proxy. Then there's several others, Kaba's Foundation, Mallet Hill. It's a lot of them, but they all the same entity standing separate like Otis Draper III entity is. But I know how to take that Otis Draper III entity, make him a trustee, which is a whole nother entity in itself, of all the other entities. I'm seeing it. I'm visualizing it right now. I'm seeing this LLC. I see where I was the owner of the LLC when I opened it up, but I went down there and I changed myself as being the only member of the LLC, and I put one of my trusts down as the owner of the LLC. Because when you first get your LLC, first of all, I don't have my Cash App up. I don't even need it because I'm already rich, and it's a beautiful thing, so I don't need it. But this is some game I'm dropping you. If you have an LLC and you still the only member owner, you wrong. You still liable. Call the Secretary of State right now. Get your name removed as the member and replace it with one of your trusts.
Put it in
so
the
now
trust.
Who owns the LLC?
The trust.
Yeah, all right. Stop it. I'm still taking donations. The doors of the church are open. Stop it. Come on now.
Doubled up your layer.
Learn how to operate in trust and learn what to do with these vouchers once you get it. I'm telling you, there's a method to the madness, people. Come on now. There's a method to the madness. Own nothing, control everything. I don't own nothing, but I control it. And they all got fee schedules. Every last one. All on the county record. Some backed up by the UCC 1 and the 3. Stop playing. You just have to know how to enforce it. You learn how to stand on your square by getting everything in order. Will you get tested? Of course. Learn how to stand on it because it's there. They got actual notice and they got constructive notice. Want to know the difference? Here's another lesson. Actual notice when you put it actually in the mail to them and they got it. Constructive notice when you put it on the counter record, when you put it in the newspaper, when you put it on the bulletin board, when you put it on the website. That's constructive notice. Actual notice, I mailed it to your ass. You notice. You are now on notice. So I've given actual notice. I've given constructive notice. That's how you enforce it. And they still going to come on top of that. You got to know what to do. But if you don't have those basic barriers in order, those basic walls set up, what do you really, truly have? Lip service.
Right. On another subject, someone asked a question on regards to the 56 and Janet Yellen. From my studies, I was under pressure, just like with the POA. You have to be the fiduciary before you can give that fiduciary duty to someone else. So
that's why I don't understand why they asked me that, because I put myself as fiduciary, and I said that the last time. Like,
right. Well, somebody was in the chat asking that question, just to give that notice that you have to be the fiduciary to give the fiduciary duty to someone else before you give it to Janet Yellen. In other words, you have to have control before you can release control to someone else.
Right. Now, you just said something too. You just said something profound. What you know what you said? You said you got to give them control. You got to let them know. You got to put your name. You got to put the all caps name down there first. So what are you actually doing? You are fighting their presumption that you are dead, that you are not the age of majority. You follow what I'm saying? That's what you're doing. Letting them know who you are based on what you're doing with the 56 and the POA and all the other documents that you're sending in. You're letting them know that, yes, I know what's going on. I'm coming in as my live, natural man, controlling the all caps, putting that name down first, understanding what, and that what you said, it was perfect. Okay, excuse me, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was talking to the technician, but yeah, you made a great point, Empress. Most definitely, yeah, excellent. You are correct, and that's the purpose of that 56. And Midwest said it too, as usual. Yeah, but understanding why you putting it down there, hopefully I gave a little bit clarity of why you're putting the allegiance down. Understanding why you're doing what you're doing. Great point, Empress. Great.
It's a different day when you talk to them and they tell you what you want to hear, and now you know that you ain't just sitting up listening to no fairy tale.
Right, and hoping and wish it go through. Right. And it still hasn't sunk in, my brother. It has not sunk in. I heard it. I was already feeling it. Man, I was already feeling it when we heard the testimony from Alexandra. So I knew it was valid then. So, but to hear it personally on my own phone, through my own ears, and I listened to it, dude, when I tell you I didn't get no sleep last night, I just kept listening over and over to that 1 minute and 40-second audio. It was supposed to be longer than that, because I wish I would have recorded.
To get what he needed.
Ooh. You said what, MW?
That's all it took for you to get what you needed.
Yes.
You wasn't on there with them all motherfucking day.
No.
You did what you needed to do. You talked to who you needed to talk to, and you got up out of there.
And it was like, seriously, flawless. I mean, it's like no whole time like that. No, nothing. You know? She gave me that no for that first time when she said, no, you're supposed to send in the payment with the voucher. And you know how you can hear somebody's tone, and you can probably almost like see their face, even though you can't because they on the phone. But she was so adamant, and so she was like, oh no, you're supposed to send in your payment with the voucher. She said it like that. And I'm not gonna even lie. When I tell you it deflated me a little bit, just a little bit. But I can't describe what voice and what feeling. And I wish I could just exude this, and I want y'all to feel it. But when she said that, yes, I was a little deflated, but it did not deter me. Normally, I would have like, damn, hung up the phone. But something said, no, Otis, no. And it wasn't no attitude. I said, I don't believe that's right, man. Can you double check? Because to my understanding, I was under the impression that that is used as a payment. Is there any way you could look up my account just to see? Go ahead, MW.
When you said no, it's supposed to be the other way. She ain't talk to nobody. She had to mute because she like, damn, this motherfucker know how this goes. And she came back like, yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, mama, I'm telling you, she ain't even talk to nobody. I bet you.
Hey, whatever she did, I believe, hey, it worked. But like you said, you're right. I didn't take that no for an answer. I didn't, and I wasn't an asshole about it. I promise you, I wasn't. And it was a great conversation.
Yeah.
And while she had me on hold, you know, that's when she was talking, and she made comments like, because after I made my statement, like, yeah, I don't believe that is accurate. Can you check my account? Yada yada, woo. She doing all that, and then she's talking. She was like, yeah, well, it all depends on what type of voucher it is. All vouchers are different. So when she said that, a bell went off. I said, okay, keep talking. So I'm listening. She keep talking. So then she asked me questions about the voucher. I'm doing most of the talking. I'm like, yeah, because I'm reading the voucher, and it says inquiry at the top. At the bottom, it says payment. So then she said, well, what tax year or what tax form does it say on there? I'm like, I don't have a tax form on there. It doesn't say that. But I know it says cut off for payment. So then she asked me for the voucher, the notice letter, because each notice has a letter, whatever. That's a group of letters that's associated with it. So I gave her those letters. She said, hold on. Then she came back. She said, okay, you just send in the payment you send in the voucher for payment. Then that's when I started hitting the record button, because I forgot to hit the record button. So I started recording it right there. So I had her repeat it, because I was like, hold on, what the hell she just say? So she said it again, and she said, hold on, you mentioned two things. You said inquiry and payment. The inquiry, you send an inquiry in if you have questions regarding your account, but you send in the payment voucher for payments.
Yeah.
And she started, Midwest, no, I'm not lying, because I sent them a recording. So then I went in even deeper, and I started asking more pertinent questions. So then I said, I have one more question. So then it went from a question to a statement because I caught myself. I said, what I'm going to do is take a bill and attach the voucher to it and send it in. And before I even said send it in, she cut me off and said, yes. She didn't let me finish.
Huh?
Am I lying, MW?
No, you're not.
She didn't let me finish. And she said some other things prior to that, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna disclose that. But MW heard, tripped me out. What she said, tripped me out. Oh, mama. Tripped me out. What she said and how it's supposed to go. Tripped me out. She said something that I've already heard and we all heard in one part of time since we've been on this journey. But we heard it from third parties. But what she said out of her own mouth was confirmation.
Yeah.
You have no idea. I could have easily not returned back on this live and just disappeared after 6:08 yesterday Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, mamas, because they are.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? I don't think you do. Hear the tone of my voice, hear the sincerity, hear the emotion, listen. If I wasn't true and I was, you wouldn't even see me no more. Not at all. After 6:08, after that phone call, after I emailed MW that conversation, an average person, like they played MW the first time, would have burnt out. Gone. I showed up the next day to share this with you to let you know this is real. This is real. I ain't nobody special. Nobody special. I just put the glasses on and refused to take them back off. That's it. And I heard what I heard. I lived what I lived. I did what I did. I gained what I gained. I lost what I lost. And now look where we at.
But it all will be given back to you.
Yes. And I'm not complaining. Don't get it twisted. It's a journey. That's my story. That's my testimony. That's mine that I can share. Nobody can say they walked in my shoes. What have I experienced? What I've done? What I'm doing? And I'm here for the people. Again, mine is going to be palm to palm, eye to eye, chest to chest. I'm on here now just to give my gratitude, my thanks, and a for real open and hearted verbal prayer for the safety and everybody have great, open hearted and come with clean hands. And pray for this man, MW, for coming upon this information and coming across and being honest and dealing with pure-hearted individuals on his end. But we also know that everybody within his life is not pure. That's just the facts. I ain't coming down on nobody. That's just the way it is. Everybody's heart is not pure. That's a fact. Everybody is not here for the right intentions. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
But the ones that are, God bless you and continue on your journey because it's there and it's true. No secret, no boogeyman, no nothing. It's there. It's there. You could take care of your family, yourself, but it's still going to be studies involved. It's not as easy as you think. You still have to be prepared. You have to be. If you're still thinking it's money, you're wrong. I promise you have to know how to operate in this commerce, in this commercial world. And it's not hard. I promise you it's not. But we free. It's right there. We free. Man. Y'all don't understand. Listen, and it's right there. It's not a secret. And those of you who think we're being secretive or whatnot, I promise you we're not. I'm not. I just know how I move. I want to be able to talk to people who are on the same already level that I'm on, because each level is different and it's not a negative thing. I was a newbie once before and I wasn't privy to those rooms. Let's keep it real. If you in kindergarten, why the hell you trying to sign up for a doggone junior semester in college? You nowhere near ready. And it's not an insult. I was there and I'm only at a certain level. I don't know everything. Hell no. No. But certain things I do know, and it got me into certain rooms. And as you progress in your studies, you will go and get into certain rooms. Then you can learn that and then bring it back to your family, your tribe. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. But get in the room first. How do you get in the room? Study and just keep moving. Just keep moving. Life gonna kick you in the ass, but keep moving and get it. And get it. Stay around the right people. If you're the smartest person in your group, you're wrong. You're done. Keep moving. Keep moving. Will you run into some bullshit? Yes, you will. Interpret it, kick it out real quick, and keep moving. Keep moving. I'm being 100% transparent. I'm telling you. Started watching Midwest a couple of years ago, right around the Chris Hauser situation. We all remember that. But I was on my journey way prior to that. Then I fell off of Midwest for a couple of months for whatever reason. Shit happens. I was doing my thing. Came back. Got some gems. Got some jewels. Still here. And I'm trying to give my part. I know I'm talking too much. I yield.
You ain't talking too much, bro. You speaking facts, bro. That's how it goes, you know. Everybody leave, but we always come back to the nest. We got to. Because we got to either bring something back to the family or we got to come back and get something that we left behind. Straight up. And we all leave shit behind.
Now it's time to do something different, thinking differently, because technically each generation is supposed to be preparing for 7 generations down the line, so that we don't have to continue to go through this mind fuckery and not understand what's really going on and living the way we're supposed to be living.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna get it. The fact that you know it's something wrong, the answers will come. And the voucher is gonna relieve some stress from everybody. Then once you understand that, you'll know how to use it in creative financing.
There you go.
So it's okay. You already won because you know there was a problem and you done fixed it by correcting your status. Now, when you send your paperwork in, they'll give you the proper documentation for you can move forward. It's almost like the HJR 192, you know. They had to give a remedy. That was your remedy. Just don't be like me. Put it in the cabinet and wait 10 years and figure it out, you know.
Listen, not just like you, we all did it. What do you mean? That's why I can laugh, because they gave us our remedy. Like you said, you broke it down so eloquently. Great words, man. Great words. They have to give us a remedy. They have to. And they give it to us, but they don't have to tell you what it is. You understand?
Exactly.
But they gave it to us. It's up to us.
It's what you said. You got to know your remedy.
Your remedy. Exactly.
Yep. And that hit home, Otis, since you've been
It did, like, for real, no bullshit. That's why I told him, like, yeah.
Yep. Because even in court, sometimes if they're speaking at legal ease and you don't understand the verbiage that they're using, you done probably got to win and you still standing there fighting.
Exactly. We all been there, man. We all been there.
Yep.
We all have. That's why when I say that, I'm for real. I promise you, when I'm talking so passionately, I'm talking to myself.
I know.
Because I've been there.
I know. I'm ready.
I had this damn voucher since 2000. The one I'm talking about, I had it since 2019. It's 23. You know how much BS I didn't been through unnecessarily? Well, I'm not gonna say that in a negative way, but we go through it for a reason. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm minimizing it. But you understand my point.
Oh, I know.
I wasn't ready, obviously. But it was there in the drawer with shit on top of it. Dusty. I had to go in my file cabinet. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I got on my knees and just was thankful, grateful, cried. And
come on now. Come on now. Say that. Say that. Come on now. Come on now.
Through. So I know what the journey is like, and still knowing what you know and still losing the fight and not understanding why.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good day to be alive, and I'm ready to bump chest, bump blunts, and all that when I see you on the 24th.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna try my best to get there. I promise you I'm working on it. I'm there.
All right.
For real. You listen. Yeah, okay.
So how we looking on Money Man?
Money Man?
Yeah.
About Money Boy?
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
No, I can hear no, because I'm like you said, I'm out handling business. I'm out in traffic. I'm trying to hear. Look, I got these headphones on, trying to hear.
Nah, we
I'm
were
out
just
here
trying to
feeling
see.
excited for the people.
Is you coming out, Money Boy?
You said, oh, for the 24th?
Yeah.
Well,
See, I can't hear y'all. My bad, y'all.
no, we wondering are you gonna be able to come out for the 24th, or what kind of assistance you need. You hear?
I think he cut out.
Oh.
That's how it be in Sacramento. Oh, mama, but it's all good, man. Everybody know what they got to do. And that's basically it. Just we come back to say, hey, someone went on there yesterday and got some results. They're not just sitting here writing stuff down. They're actually going out doing it.
Yes, sir.
That's what we need. Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground, soldiers on the field. Listen, that's what it's all about. For real. We need people of like-mindedness. Not yes men or women. Of course we don't have to agree on everything. Of course not. Of course not. You better not. I'm not tripping off that. But at least let's all have the same like-mindedness of what we want for the people. What we want. We got to have all those goals in common. But take care of your family first and foremost. I don't care about that. Take care of your family. Do your thing. But when it's time to meet in the middle, when that doggone like old boy threw that head up in the air. When that hat go up in the air, I need you to meet me right here. But until then, do what you're doing. Until then, do what you're doing. As long as it don't interfere with me and my personal property and my personal self itself, causing bodily harm. I don't care what you do on your fig leaf. But when that hat throw up, meet me in the middle. Let's take care of this business. Then we can go back to our tribe like it should be. I promise you that's that simple. Come on now. Don't make it complicated.
Oh, mama.
And for real, I just wanted to say this, friend, and y'all know it's not coming off wrong because I've been standing on this since day one about how I feel, and I'm trying to protect and preserve this information because I want to help as many people as possible before the whatever. So I just want to help people. So with that being said, I'm not going to be popping up on her on live anymore like that. But Midwest and I will always be in contact. I'm gonna be there on the 24th, and we're gonna be talking because with this information, y'all have everything y'all need. You got it. Ain't no secret. It ain't no big boogeyman. Call the IRS and talk to him. Make that move. Then do what you gotta do. On my part, all praises due to Allah, is done for us being on this live platform like that. Because the information is there. It's here. Way more than enough. When I say way more than enough, way more than enough. So if this channel was to disappear right now, you should have everything you need. Is it going anywhere? Of course not. Midwest here. I'm still here, but not on this live stuff like that. I'm pressing hands. You're going to see me in the flesh. You're going to see me in flesh, chest to chest, on behalf of whatever trust I'm representing as the agent of. That's how you're going to see me. And that's how it should be from my perspective. This is not wrong. I'm not saying that. Please don't get it twisted. But I've been clear since day one. But I came here and I was brought here for a reason. And I thank God that I met this man, MW. I really do. It happened for a reason. He gave me all this accolades about what I did. No, what he did for me. I needed holes filled. Him, Unc, Shipper, they filled some holes for me. It was meant for me to come over here. Again, I've not met this man in my life. We could only talk on the phone. We would have fingers left over on one hand. We don't talk that much. We talk way more talking on here, live, than anything. Giving out information, moving forward. And it's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. Absolutely. But the journey does not stop. Beautiful thing. You have no idea, my brother. I promise you don't.
It's all good.
For real, bro. You don't understand. For real. The naysayers, even the negative thoughts that I've had in the past. Let's be 100% transparent. One thing about me, when I leave this earth, can't nobody say, excuse my French, oh, this was full of shit. Either you can take me or you can't. It ain't no in between with me. I'm sorry. So sorry to tell you, mighty glad to let you know. And I mean that from the heart. Either you could take me or you can't. But I come with clean hands. I'm just passionate as that thing. I don't have no gray area. And I know I'm well equipped that I know that if I give it out, I got to be able to take it.
All right.
So I know how to take it. But ain't no in between with me. Either you love me or you hate me. But I'll come with clean hands. I want the best intentions for you. I promise I do. If you come in with clean hands.
For real.
All right now. Talk to me nice. So your passion has showed everything, Otis. I think a lot of people have woke up just from your voice.
Yeah.
It runs through their system. So whether they wanted to hear it or they wanted to get it, they got it. It's what they do with it right now.
Exactly.
That's a broadcaster's voice.
Yes.
Whoever needs to hear it, take it in, use it. Whoever needs to hear it, make my voice resonate and give you what you need. Absolutely. And again, I'm talking to myself. It's a beautiful thing, scary at the same time, but it's a beautiful scary when death does not frighten me, none whatsoever. The glasses are on. I know, I see, I heard what I heard. No one can take that away from me. You can incarcerate me, put me behind bars. You could cut my tongue out my mouth. You could take the sword and cut my neck off. What I saw, what I know, what I experienced is what I did. And God called me home today, I will be fine because I heard what I heard. I saw what I saw. I experienced what I experienced. I don't care what nobody else say or think. I don't. I saw what I saw.
That's all that matters.
Period. I'm just not ready to go yet. But if it happens, listen. I saw what I saw. Don't take that away from me. Who?
Mama.
Come on.
Real, y'all. What it is. Great day to be alive. Great day to be alive. They say, breaking news. Special counsel investigating Hunter Biden. It's all good, y'all. We finna get up off here. Has anyone sent their birthday to that being said, peace and love to everybody. Peace and love.
Peace, everybody. Peace, everybody. I don't believe in weekends, but it's Friday. Get some things done. Get some things done.
Get something done.
For real.
Don't sit around waiting on nobody else. Go get something done.
With this information that we've shared, especially over the last 2 weeks, man. Sit back, drink you some wine, whatever your handicap is, and listen to them lives and just do some basic studying and just buckle down. The information is there. Wow, it's there. And get something done. Get it done. I promise you, you can't rely on this live for all the answers. That's not going to happen. You got to put some work in. This live is only here to fill those potholes.
Thank you.
That's it. You cannot come here to get your answers. Me coming here with not having nothing already prepared, what would this information have done for me?
Absolutely.
We good, y'all. We good.
Peace and love. Until next time, we'll talk to y'all.
Peace.
I'm done, man. Like you said, if you got it, you know what to do with it. Now, go back to the beginning of this video. You will know by the time you get to the end. Peace.